Last season on Joe Schmo to Pro, I took on the realm of semi-professional football for the first time. It had its ups and downs, but ultimately I left too much on the table, not getting enough high-quality footage to be taken seriously by any sort of professional team. Through 8 games, I really only got 18 punts worth of damn, so that number has to go way up. One of the contributors to that being so low was that we had a scheme that allowed for more leakage through the line than if you used a Walmart plastic bag as a bulletproof vest and then went to Mexico to insult cartel members. So that had to change. Also, I was busy this offseason. I got a coach at A&T, which is the first school I played at. Then I got married. Then I had a kid. So I'm more locked in than ever on making this season count.
All right, welcome to Joe to Pro, Season 2, Episode 1. You missed it, you loved it, we're back. We are at our first practice before game time next week. So this is actually our last practice before we're gonna start rolling into the game. So what you're gonna watch today is just me kind of going through, figuring stuff out. It's about to get work.
So a little disclaimer, the microphone kind of is chopping in and out, but the first thing that we were out here doing is hitting a couple field goals. They wanted to test me out and see if I could actually hit field goals and kickoff.
You know, straight up now. My thing is though, I've never done this off of snap and hold. So I can sit here and dick around and do it. I'm not sure off a full operation.
Things actually weren't going so bad when it started off, and then we moved over to more of a live look, and you're gonna see I had to deal with some adverse holds, to say the least. I tried my best to just kind of keep plodding and keep kicking through it, but holy crap was it a struggle sometimes, and a lot of these kicks throughout the day you're gonna see aren't gonna look very pretty whatsoever. Hey, at least they went through.
All right, let's call it a day. We had not 2 good ones. I just got them kicking field goals. As you can tell, it was a little bit rusty. It made me try to kick off.
So here's where I actually impressed myself a little bit. I haven't even touched a kickoff since the last time you guys saw me try to do this last year for Joe to Pro, and I was absolutely terrible. So believe it or not, I came out here and was actually hitting the ball somewhat clean, getting a decent rotation on the kickoffs.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting to do that. We'll take it though, we'll definitely take it. I was not expecting to hit a ball that looked like that. We're stretching first, all right. It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're intense. We're intense around here. We do special teams and then we stretch. I just got done kicking off, as you can tell. A lot better than what I thought it was gonna be. Still not good. So next we're gonna get into a punt period after we get done warming up, and then we're just gonna roll through it and figure out what's going on this season. Hopefully I don't end up having to do all 3. It's looking like I'm gonna end up having to do all 3. So let's go. Are you sure you don't want to come? You can play a little semi-pro.
So yeah, after they had me do all those different types of kicks, we finally were about to start warming up. A little bit different, right?
You know, I don't think about them too much, just kick your leg. Everybody loves to see a good dynamic stretching warm. But there's like a billion punting, kicking warm-up videos out there, you don't need mine. All right, so the key is, you don't actually want to stretch too much if you're a punter. Get those hamstrings too loose. You just want to kind of pretend like you're stretching. My key is to pretend like I'm properly stretching, because a little knee bend, people think that you're really going hard. But I'm not doing anything. You really want to care about the dynamic warm-up, so just make sure that knee stays bent. You'll be good. What's up, big guy? How you doing? Oh,
next we moved into the kickoff portion of the day, and actually I was in charge of coaching it up a little bit, so I had to go through, teach people sort of my philosophy of how I would coach it if I were a special teams coordinator, and it was honestly a lot of fun. I love getting with these guys and just teaching them about everything I know about special teams and trying to get some people more involved with the game. And even then, I was still hitting kickoffs kind of clean. What you're going to see, though, is I'm mostly going for a pooch strategy. I just don't trust myself to hit a deep ball consistently, so we're going to just try to teach everything to a pooch, get everything, and if it goes out of bounds, so be it, we'll just get it at the 35.
And then you're our contain guy. Obviously going to be pinching it down a little bit sooner. Don't let anybody bounce out. You're also the contain in case they try to do some cheesy, like throw it back to an off returner, you know what I'm saying? There you go, safe. Yep. One more for the left. We'll go full.
I also was apparently able to reconnect with a UNC Pembroke alum, so go Braves.
Huh? 17 through 19. Oh, really? Dang. So you played with you know JoJo? JoJo? Yeah. So you were there with Matt. Yep, contain. Yep.
Next, we rolled right into kickoff return. Now this one's a little bit harder to teach because there's a lot more football IQ that has to go into it. You got to know my exact ideology, how I count off players on the kickoff unit, so that way you can know how we plan on blocking them. Then you have to have kind of a basic understanding of scheme and the different types of return. So what we're doing is pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward. Once again, I had a lot of fun returning it and even tried to pull an onside on them.
Yeah, so we try to get everybody tighten in, yeah. Where's the shot?
All in all, we've got our work cut out for us on this unit, but realistically, not a lot of guys can even kick it off anyway. So finally, we were able to get into my bread and butter of punt. Oh my goodness, this was such a breath of fresh air after everything I was just doing to get that ball back in my hands and not have it sitting on the ground. I was just so excited to get on this unit. You have no idea.
That guy on the right, you have the second guy on the right. So if they have two right there, one that's not on the inside is going to be unblocked, and they'll probably have one on the outside. Red, red! Ready! Boom. Okay, everybody knows it. We don't have a scout team, so do without a scout team. Like, just test everyone, make sure they double the gaps, and just walk, make sure everybody knows who they have. I got you. I just want to get one where people just show me they know who they're blocking. And that counts as inside. Here we go. Red, red! Set!
Side note, cameraman side note, he just hit that with no warm-up. Like, he just hit that live.
Yeah, like Devin was saying, I hadn't taken a single punt since way before practice had even started because they had me working on field goals and kickoffs. Luckily, like I said, it's my bread and butter, so you could put me out in the desert, no punting for 2 weeks, and I'll still come back turning over footballs. God, I love this unit so much.
Last one, last one, last one, last one. There we go, get set, get set, get set. Yep. Remember, you can't line snapper. A little bit, yeah. Just another yard, nice. Red, red. Set.
So with punt period finished, they had me do easily the worst one out of all of them, which is field goal, because I have never done field goal, and this is the one that's most reliant on your operation being professional. Gotta have a good snap, gotta have a good hold, then you have a chance at getting a good kick, assuming you're a good kicker. And here's a little newsflash for those who haven't figured it out yet. I'm not a good kicker, I'm a punter and holder. I do not like doing this whole kicking thing, but you know, we'll figure it out.
Got it. Semi-pro, go to pro, yeah. Fuck! We just lost! About this helmet, it actually makes my head numb. Like my scalp is numb. Is that normal? Is that bad? I don't wear it this long. I need to cut the hair off.
So ultimately, we ended up working on a couple fire calls since the kicking was, I mean, well, it was going through. So we make sure we knew what to do when something inevitably went wrong. But then we wrapped up practice.
Okay, so as you can tell, we're gonna have a lot that we have to work with the special teams going on here. This is my first time having to kick off and kick field goals ever, but this is news to me that they want me to do it here. So this is going to be a long journey, okay? We are at the forefront of it. We have the whole road of this season ahead of us. Who knows what that's going to bring? And all I can say is thank you guys for coming along, and I will see you on the next episode. Game 1, Joseph to Prosif. Let's go.